Hi Virgo, I'm Honeymoth Tarot and today I'm going to be doing your April 2025 reading. So before I begin, I just want to tell you a little bit about the full moon in April, because I always feel like full moons offer us a sort of guidance or a theme for the month. So depending on where you are in the world, the full moon will be happening around the 12th, 13th of April, and it will be in the sign of Libra. So essentially that means that there is an emphasis on balance, harmony, equilibrium, and then also romantic relationships. So let's get into the reading. What does Virgo need to know for the month of April? So we have the Five of Cups, which is some sort of loss, or kind of tending to focus on the negative of the situation rather than having gratitude for what's going well or what we do have. I'm kind of feeling that you may have faced some sort of setback. And you're kind of like really focusing on this particular setback rather than what you've already achieved. And I'm also like really drawn to the bridge as well. I don't know, I just get this air of like feeling like giving up because something hasn't panned out the way that you wanted it to. But you're like really close to achieving what you want because like literally the bridge is right there. We have the Three of Wands. And then the Moon at the bottom. Okay, so I feel like whatever this setback is, or whatever it is that hasn't panned out, it's really kind of brought up like subconscious fears, possibly like your shadow self is sort of creeping in. So I'd advise maybe that you look at that. And then with the Three of Wands here, there's like looking for different options, kind of contemplating like what the next step is. But I am kind of also getting like in the future that there will be like a different opportunity presented to you, and in some weird way you will be happy that whatever this is that didn't work out, you'll be happy that it didn't work out because there's something better off in store for you. We have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Swords. You might be tempted to cut corners or rush into something. So obviously if you do end up cutting corners, like maybe you know, it might not necessarily offer the result that you want because you've sort of not put as much effort into it as you normally would have done. So, you know, I feel like as bad as you want something, it's worth doing the job properly. Okay, so what is the next step for Virgo? The Empress. Gratitude for what you already have. And realise that the abundance is within you rather than, you know, like tying your self-worth to material abundance. Number 3 may pop out throughout your life at this time, just as like a confirmation. The Empress is also Taurus energy, so you may be dealing with a Taurus as well. Or if you do have any Taurus placements, maybe check out the Taurus reading for the month of April. There may be like extra information in there for you. But yeah, I feel like with this Empress here, there is like this sense of she realizes that she already has everything that she needs. Which is like drastically different from this Five of Cups energy at the start here, kind of wishing that things were different. So I definitely say that, like, to perhaps try and practice gratitude for the month of April. Just going to take this top one. We have the Nine of Swords. Anxiety kind of creeping in. And even having like dreams about the situation that didn't pan out. But we have the Fool and the King of Wands. So the Fool is a fresh new start. Which I feel is definitely sort of like coinciding with this new opportunity, or like these different options that I was seeing with the Three of Wands. And then we have this King of Wands energy. Feeling more confident, creative, empowered. Also possibly taking on a leadership role with this new opportunity. Maybe owning like an art business, or being like the lead in a theatre group. Something like creative and arty. And then we have the Five of Swords. I do feel like this jealousy kind of energy with the Five of Swords. I don't know whether it's you or somebody around you. But like, if it is you, I kind of feel that maybe like with this situation that didn't pan out the way that you wanted to, like maybe you're now observing somebody that has the things that you want, and so now there is like you know, a bit of jealousy sort of creeping up there. But I want to say, like with the Empress energy, that you're a very like abundant being and you have everything you need. So try to, I don't know, address those like feelings of jealousy, because often jealousy kind of comes from like feeling a lack. Okay, any kind of like advice or words of encouragement for Virgo? But yeah, kind of like overall, I do sort of see like a couple of like shadow aspects within your personality, or your kind of the way that you see the world. And I feel as though that kind of needs to be addressed. But also do remember to have like patience with yourself, be compassionate with yourself, because you know we are human beings and we are kind of learning. So try not to be like hard on yourself. We have the King of Cups. Being emotionally calm is what I'm getting. Kind of being like self-aware enough in terms of your shadow self and working on that. Because like cups, i.e. water energy, is all about like your emotional state, but it can also be like your subconscious. And I feel like if you are able to like ride this wave of like the different sort of negative emotions that come up when parts of our shadow self kind of come out, like the more kind of compassionate and the more emotional healing that you can bring towards, the better. Alright Virgo, I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card. Feel free to use the affirmation throughout the month of April or not, it's completely up to you. So can we get an affirmation card for Virgo for the month of April? Take these two. So we have your patience will bring delightful surprises, never put yourself down. And then we have let enthusiasm for life permeate your cells. There are infinite possibilities. Yeah, possibilities. You know, because ultimately I feel like having faith is all about believing, what's the saying? That which is meant for you won't pass you by. So let's get you guys an oracle card. So if you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, your energy. So yeah, I feel as though this is all about like embracing that Empress energy of feeling good enough regardless of your job title, your income, your house, your car, and feeling good enough within without all of those kind of material attachments. And then last but not least, I'm going to get you guys an oracle card from the Divine Guidance deck. Thank you. So when I look at this card, I always get like a peacock kind of vibe, which, you know, is using like your uniqueness as your strength. And I feel like that is where this opportunity is going to come from, you know, as soon as you start being your unique, authentic self, that is when things will come forth. But I am also going to read the passage. So this is called Speak Your Truth. It is time to speak your truth. You no longer need to hold back what you have to say for fear of what others think. You are being asked to speak up and share your feelings, your wisdom, and whatever is on your mind. When you have something to say, yet hold your words back through fear, you create a blockage in your energy and life. Speak up. What you have to say is important and worth being heard. If you are a public speaker or have a desire to speak publicly, this card encourages you to use your voice and claim your power. Alright, Virgo. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.